Good morning, students. I welcome you for the third part of topic floriculture industry, in which today we are going to focus gerbera cultivation. In this topic, we are going to discuss general cultivation practices for the gerbera. This cultivation practice is a chain of different steps in which selection of soil along with bed preparation, planting, fertilization, harvesting, safe work practices that leads to the marketing of gerbera. As this gerbera is growing in greenhouse, there is need of a skilled person. I am going to start with its botanical name. Gerbera is commonly known as a African daisy or Barberton daisy. It belongs to family Asteraceae and its common name is Gerbera jamesoni. Near about 40 species are found in all over the world, and it is with a specific capitulum or head inflorescence. In this diagram you can observe the ray florets which are showy and the disc floret which are at the middle of the flower. Different varieties are there, but based on the flower heads they are grouped into the single, double and semi-double cultivars. So here this first figure, reddish color, it is a single variety. Then this is the double variety. This pink one is a semi-double variety, and this is the spider. Depending upon the flower shape and arrangement of ray florets and disc florets, but commercially this semi double variety is preferred for greenhouse cultivation. Then for cultivation in greenhouse there is a need of a growing media, that is artificially maintained environment is there in greenhouse for good yield. So coco peat, sawdust and sand they used in 1:1:1 proportion, and this found based with respect to the bud formation, then flower diameter, flower stalk length, flower weight, number of flowers per plant and number of flowers per meter square, and lastly the important, that is flower base life, which is useful for its marketing. In greenhouse there are specific climate requirement, as this gerbera it is with commercial life cycle of 2.5 to 3 years and needs day temperature near about 20 to 24 degrees Celsius, while night temperature it should be 18 to 21 degree Celsius and need of 60 to 65% humidity. As in the last lecture we have studied the greenhouse, its principle, concept and principle. So light intensity is also artificially maintained, and near about to 40,000 to 50,000 lux light intensity is required for gerbera cultivation, and the important factor for its growth is CO2 concentration in ppm. So for gerbera there is a need of 800 to 1000 ppm concentration of CO2, as it gives you a good results. For cultivation and its propagation there is a procedure, and for which use of suckers as well as a tissue cultured plant are preferred. Here the first diagram, this shows the different suckers, and another one that is the tissue cultured plants. Number of labs are involved in preparation of this tissue culture plant, as they are homogeneous and gives a good yield. As it is in greenhouse cultivated plant. We can grow throughout the year, but preference is given for these two seasons. One is January to March and another that is June to August. For greenhouse condition, again need of raised beds that improves the drainage as well as the aeration. So in this diagram you can observe how the raised beds are formed. They are with a specific dimensions of 4 feet width and 40 centimeter height, and the distance between the two beds is of a interval of 60 centimeter. Care should be taken that plants should not be planted too deep, and there is a spacing of 30 by 30 or 30 by 40 centimeter. Here this yellow colored diagram you can observe how these tissue cultured plantlets are planted on the raised beds in a greenhouse. Moving to ahead in detail for the suckers. What are suckers? You are going to learn in this in the topic of the methods of propagation. So suckers are the lateral branches developing from the underground part of stem or roots in the soil. Gerbera, it produces number of suckers and splits into many individual plants. For cultivation in greenhouse, care should be taken that while separating the suckers with some roots attached to it in proper condition. So this is the figure that gives you idea about the how these suckers are joined with each other. It should be separated very carefully, and this is the tissue cultured plant which is used for greenhouse cultivation. So while using tissue cultured plant, care should be taken that we have to use the properly hardened plant. Again, hardening. What is hardening? That we are going to discuss in detail for the plant tissue culture topic. So these plants ultimately disease and pest free. At the time of planting, there should be 4 to 5 leaves with each plant. This is the proper stage of the plant that can be used for its cultivation. Then while planting in the soil, it should not be planted in deep soil, only 1 to 2 centimeter above soil, without disturbing the root balls. And here also, as in last slide I have discussed about the distance between the rows, either 35 centimeter or up to 40 centimeter distance should be taken for this plantation. No doubt in greenhouse all the conditions are we are maintaining artificially. So fertigation, it is also automated in many of the greenhouse. So for fertigation, farmyard manure 7 to 8 kg per meter square as a basal dose. Afterwards, after vegetative growth, NPK dose with this proportion with 250 grams per meter square is applied once in a month. And top dressing is with calcium ammonium nitrate and muriate of potash in 5:3 ratio and 2.5 gram per plant per month. It is important to note in Gerbera cultivation as compared to the tuberose cultivation, because tuberose is it is a open cultivated plant and Gerbera is a greenhouse cultivated plant. So for specific flower yield, its color, its quality, its quantity, care should be taken in proper ways. Okay. Then irrigation is obviously drip irrigation most of the times, or sprinklers are also in greenhouse. So it is done once in 2 to 3 days, and for watering at the rate of 3.75 liters per drip per plant for 15 to 20 minutes. Then average water requirement for per plant is 500 to 700 ml per day. While in greenhouse condition, gerbera harvesting and yield is after or it ready after the 3 months from the planting, as the whole life cycle of the gerbera is 3.5 months and of an average. So it gives average yield of 250 to 270 flowers per meter square per year. So harvesting is done when outer 2 to 3 rows of disc florets are perpendicular to the stalk. I have shown you diagrams of the varieties. So as you know that this flower belongs to Asteraceae family and it is with ray florets and the disc florets. So care should be taken that at the time of harvesting 2 to 3 rows of disc florets are perpendicular to the stalk. After harvesting, important is marketing. For marketing there is a need of a grading, and that grading is based on the stem length of gerbera. As per the diameter of the stem and the stem length, they are arranged in different categories, namely A, B, C and D, and they are sold in market in bunches of a definite number. Sometimes single flowers are also sold in a local market. So export of top graded gerberas selected, and that gives you a foreign currency. Here these fellows are separating or grading the gerbera flowers, and here in the second diagram there is automated grading of this gerbera flowers, as it is graded based on its stem length as well as the diameter. After its grading, for marketing, again there is a important factor and it is a packaging. For packaging, loose flowers are packed individually in a poly pouches. Here in this diagram you can observe, or many of the times you have purchased this flower for giving gift to your friends or at the time of any program. So poly pouches are important for its increasing the shelf life, and sometimes they put into the carton boxes in 2 layers. That also increases its shelf life. So here one diagram I have given, that is box packaging in water, as the stems, if they can keep in water, its shelf life can be increased. And this is the third figure where bunch packaging is done. Here you can observe this is the automated system where the specific flowers, near about 16 flowers, are packed with the specific their stem length in a specific box. Carton boxes are there. This is about the packaging. But if we are going to transport it for the long distance, so again we have to discuss for its shelf life or vast life. It is with 4 to 5 days a shelf life, but can be increased up to 8 to 9 days. For this there is a need of a low temperature, but when we can withstand with the 2 degrees Celsius temperature in moisture retentive boxes, it can be stored for the 2 days for long distance transport. And if it is stored in water at 4 degrees Celsius, that can be stored for the 5 to 7 days, and the shelf life can be increased more than this days up to soaking flowers in a specific chemical, and that is the sodium hypochlorite solution, 5 to 7 ml per liter of water for 4 to 5 hours to improve its shelf life. Here this figure you can observe how the temperature is important. Here at 0 degrees Celsius you can observe its shape as well as its freshness. After 17 days at 10 degrees Celsius, it remains somewhat fresh, but as the temperature is increases, here the 20 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius temperature, you can observe the whole flower head get collapsed. So for increasing shelf life and for transport, care should be taken that proper maintenance of temperature. So this is all about, I want to tell you about Gerbera cultivation in greenhouse, as greenhouse is a closed environment in which increasing CO2 concentration we can take the better yield of different crops. Today we have concentrated mainly on the Gerbera cultivation, but for cultivation of other crops this type of care should be taken. And last but not the least, I want to tell you about the Gerbera month. In each year, March is celebrated as International Gerbera month all over the world. So here with this we have finished the topic floriculture industry, in which we have studied cultivation of tuberose, then greenhouse, and cultivation and marketing of the Gerbera. In next lecture we will meet again with the topic plant tissue culture. Thank you.